Brad is joining us now. Welcome, Brad. Brad, I love you, man, but your closet gave me anxiety. I was like stressed out looking at it. I was like, oh my gosh.
You should have been. You should have just been enamored with all the Dodgers apparel that's laying around.
No, hey, I was loving that though. Always representing.
It's you know, you gotta have a system, and at some point something goes out the window in these times. I'm like, why am I folding stuff? Nobody can see me. Who cares?
Well, I love that. Kimberly was so cute. I like the center patch, Brad, that kind of separated the two. What is she doing that's driving you crazy?
She's keeping me organized, which is driving me crazy. she's conscientious. She's she's got everything down. She knows what she's doing. So that's for a guy like me, it's kind of annoying that she's got this all figured out.
So are the clothes still on the ground as we speak? Nothing's changed?
No, it's interesting. I almost did a Mother's Day post yesterday that was like essentially a tribute to my mom, because here's what happened. My parents, my mom and dad are quarantining with us. Basically, they have their own house, but the only places we go are with one another, and they come over here, and my kids get to go over there, which has been great because they can go. Kim and I will have like a date night, and the kids go over to the grandparents. A lot of people don't have that luxury, and so my mom saw the post and drove over here, threw all that in a hamper and washed it all and folded it and brought it back, which was like college. It was just glorious.
That's an ultra mom move right there.
That's a mama bear.
So the next post you'll see will be of my dirty car, because guaranteed my father comes over and washes it.
Yeah.
But hang on, Brad, didn't we see a cute post? You're coloring your wife's hair? I mean, that is dedication.
Well, somebody had to do it. She was bound and determined to get the grays that were starting to show, if there were any. I personally didn't see any, but she enlisted my help. And you know what's crazy is I don't think I did too bad. I really feel like I may open my own salon here in a few weeks.
You can have like a hybrid of some sort of recording studio / coloring studio.
Come get your roots dyed while you do your vocals.
There you go. Two for one. So, Hoover, Brad and I have been to many Dodger games together. We always run into each other there. He's such a loyal fan. What have you been doing to sort of satisfy that absence at the moment?
It's an interesting time because there's nothing to fill it in that sense. We've been playing ping pong tournaments here at the house between my family, but that's as close as we get to really that, and outdoor activities are as close as it gets to any sort of sports. So I think, but I am anxious because I think they're about to come back. I feel that. It's what I'm hearing, at least, not from inside sources, but just Googling. What about you? You hear anything about that?
I'm hearing it's just around the corner, obviously with no fans, but at least we'll get some competitive baseball going. So that's good news. Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, Brad, how's Mario at the games? Take me inside. Is he just guzzling the beer? How's he with his cheering?
Yeah, he is. From what I've seen, actually, he's the exemplary Dodger fan. He shows up. He's in the attire. He's always wearing the jersey. He's got his kids. It's actually the times I've seen you, you've always had your kids with you, so you're pretty well behaved. I haven't seen you on a night where it's just you and the missus or something drinking.
No, she's usually the designated driver. She does go, so. But it's always a family affair. And he's saying the anthem so many times too, and always does such an awesome job there.
It's going to be fascinating to see how that sport comes back. I think we need it. I think we need it as a country in some form. I know you and I and all of the loyal fans for any of the teams are going to be glued to it. I won't miss a game. There will not be a game I miss if they're back.
Nice.
We need to sing your new song when we're back at the ball game. No I in beer.
Drinking ought to be a team effort when there is no I in beer.
How did all this come about? We love the title.
Thank you. Well, I wrote this. It's weird. I wrote this song in 2018 in its basic form, and wrote this chorus, the chorus was, "We're all in this together. To me, it's also clear drinking ought to be a team effort. There is no I in beer." And it kind of was just a party. Thanks. It's like a party song for the guys and girls on the lawn at the amphitheaters, drinking early and, you know, having a ball on a Friday. And then this came around, and it became, to me, as I started hearing the catchphrase used in other ways, I thought this song means a lot more now. It means it went from being just, hey, let's party, to a fight song, to like, we've got to get through this. It's like that, you know, and this is what most people are doing. Usually when we're doing this very thing right here, people have a drink in their hand on the weekend, and probably you guys have done a few of these with friends, a little Zoom, you know, happy hour or whatever. And I think it's, and so I threw in a few new lines. Like, we had to change the opening line of the song. Originally it was, there's a bunch of people coming over, and that's the worst thing it could be right now. so we changed it.
The remix.
Yeah, we did change it. The new opening line is, I think, better, which is way more inclusive, which is wherever you are tonight, whatever you're going through, you know, and that's kind of where we're at as a society, I think. So it's kind of fun to have something fun out in this time, as opposed to dark or introspective.
Absolutely. And it's kind of fun that you've been crashing these Zoom parties too. To sort of party with their shirts.
It's been really rewarding, because I'm telling you, like, the most inspiring thing is I end up in these people's lives for a second in a way I couldn't have done, and I wouldn't have done if it weren't for this. Like, I wouldn't have thought of, hey, invite me to your virtual party. And would people even be having virtual parties like this? I got the idea due to the song, and I actually looked. I've given out a text number. A lot of celebrities have done. I don't know if you guys have done that, but it's like, there's a number they can text, and it goes right to me. So I looked at the text one day, and the way it began, which was really fascinating, was on a Saturday night when this first started. Peyton Manning texted me, and Peyton said, hey, jump on a Zoom right now. We're seeing how many famous people we can get on this, which was hilarious, because it wound up being the most hodgepodge collection of Dan Patrick. I got Darius, Peyton, trying to think. There was a bunch of basketball players, football players, Kevin Hart. We all, on a Saturday night, without anybody watching, I ended up in a big Zoom drinking party, just talking. And I thought, I need to do this with fans. I need to say, hey, if you're having a party, invite me. And all I had to do was look at text, and there was the invite already. Hey, jump in our Zoom. And I started doing that, and it's been so rewarding just to get to know these people.
Hey, Brad, what about Peyton, the golf challenge with Tiger and Phil and who's the other one? And Brady. I love how they're going at each other. This is so great. How's Peyton feeling?
I talked to him maybe a week ago, and he's hanging in there. I mean, I've seen him be really active throughout this. He jumped on one with me early on. I said, hey, you want to jump in one of these with some fans? And he said, absolutely. And the next thing you know, he was jumping in a Zoom with me. And so, because it's as simple as you give the link out to him, and you can imagine they flipped out. Peyton is an inspiring figure for me. Not only do we collaborate a lot and do a lot of fun things, but just watching how he is, like, he's the model for retirement and out of sports, on how you can make your career something interesting that no one ever expected. He's a comedian now, in a way that who would have thought, right?
Yeah.
It's just amazing.
He's so good.
He's great.
Well, hey, we really appreciate you taking the time to visit with us, Brad. We want everyone to check out his new single, No I in Beer. Best to you and the family, bud. Hopefully we'll see you in person soon.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
Let's hope they at some point let some of us in, right?
Right, exactly. All right, man. God bless.
you
Take
guys.
care.
Be safe. Thank you.
Thanks, Brad.